Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to another Warcraft replay here. We are on the Netease ladder as I try to quiet down my headphones. Yikes, that was very loud. Orc versus human matchup here on the map Echo Isles. We have FoCuS spawning in as the blue orc on the top right, and TH spawning in as the red human. He did queue up as random, according to the loading screen, and yeah, he got lucky with his pick, I guess. Although nowadays I would assume he prefers playing other races, but yeah, we'll just have to deal with it, I guess.
Ready to work.
I did check the info before downloading the replay. It seems to be pretty standard as far as I can tell, except we do end up with pretty high level heroes, so here's hoping that we see a lot of ultimates.
Work complete.
So yeah, Blade Master first for FoCuS, meanwhile Archmage for TH. Yeah, not much else to say really. Not many tournaments recently. I guess there was the New Year's tournament, which had a lot of high-end players, and a lot of people actually covering it, so yeah, I don't know if I'll even do one of those replays or not, but yeah, it's been pretty quiet on the Warcraft end. Reforged is releasing in about 4 or 5 days, and yeah, I don't know. I guess the thing I'll do right away is play the campaign, just to go through Nostalgia Lane again, and yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, the new graphics is a lot clearer at release than it is right now. But either way, both sides going for warrior camps here. Gloves of Haste being picked up by both of the heroes, and we are going to have fast tech coming in for FoCuS. I believe the same thing should happen for TH, since that is just the way to go for an orc matchup. And we have a footman getting some pot shots at these peons. No real focus coming in for TH, so I doubt he'll get any of these peons to red health, but yeah, Orc Burrow is about to be completed, so this footman should probably just back off very soon. Blade Master moving out here, no level 2, he only got the 1 creep camp. Meanwhile, Archmage did get that level 2 thanks to clearing out this one. Orc Burrow is now completed, and the footman is now gonna bug off. Tier 2 halfway done for FoCuS, and yeah, it looks to be just pretty tame game for both sides. We are gonna have the Archmage possibly stealing the null camp for himself, but the Blade Master did just pop out of Windwalk, so maybe things will have to change. Circlet picked up from the shop, I believe, as yeah, I'm pretty sure he didn't get actually another camp, otherwise he should be level 2. Dust and Boots picked up by the Archmage here, and we are having a scuffle. We even have a 4-man surround onto the Grunt. Might get killed off there. Dust Appearance is going to be used to try to spot the Blade Master, which the Grunt was able to escape out of that surround thanks to the Blade Master's Windwalk, and as a matter of fact, TH is the one that loses a footman rather than gains a Grunt, so that is mighty unfortunate here. He might even lose a second footman, as the Blade Master is going to Windwalk him to death. Level 2 will be attained, as it seems like this Grunt was able to juke the Archmage here, able to survive with red health. Meanwhile, the Archmage just going to finish off the null camp, as I don't think FoCuS has the ability to steal. Yeah. Agility Tome will be picked up as well. which in this specific matchup I guess is nice because you deny like 1 or 2 attack damage from the Blade Master since he is himself an agility hero. Ogre Magi is going to get taken out here, dropping the Greater Mana Potion. Probably going to get sold, unless he keeps it for the impending Shadow Launcher. But yeah, we do have the first Rifleman out here for TH. FoCuS is probably going to be the army comp of the choice. Here comes the Shadow Launcher as we do have a Hex onto the Footman there, so a little unlucky that the Footman popped out, or was around as soon as the Shadow Launcher popped out, but oh well.
Work complete.
The Blade Master is keeping the mana pot, so probably is going to keep it around for the Shadow Hunter, who is obviously mana intensive. Bestiary Tauren Totem here, we are just going to have the standard Raider Spirit Walkers versus Rifle Casters. For the longest of times, I always thought that Rifle Casters is such a well-rounded comp that they fare well versus a lot of things. Although I think nowadays humans just don't produce Spellbreakers because they don't really serve a functional purpose other than being a frontline. So I'm not sure on that stance anymore. Obviously, players just skip Spellbreakers in Orc matchups, but maintain it in Undead, maybe Night Elf matchups. But either way, both of the Ogre Magi's here gets taken out by FoCuS. Illusion Wand is going to get picked up, as well as +6 claws for the Shadow Hunter that will most likely be given over to the Blade Master. Mannequin comes out as a second hero for TH. Once again, just pretty standard. The front line so far apparently is the Bounty King himself, as I don't think we have any Spellbreakers. We don't, because we don't have an Arcane Vault for TH. Either way, the Blade Master did not go for the Creep Jack. I believe. Oh, Dust was on him, so I'm assuming that a Stormbolt was cast before killing off the Renegade Wizard, who will be dropping the Parapet Vitality, I think. Blade Master, is he going to pick up a second Circlet or Invuln? He is going to pick up that one Invuln and go straight to harassing once again. Shadow Hunter is going to hit that level 3. Also picked up the Parapet for himself, most likely from this Merc camp. As the Blade Master, is he going to get a creep check here? No, he does not. He will be able to take the Tome, however. I believe that was a Manual of Health, actually. So just a little slow on that one, as we do have the Sea Turtle camp being aggroed here. Meanwhile, here comes FoCuS. This is not gonna look good for TH, I don't think. Oh god, it's 47 versus 48, but we are trying to deal with the creep camp at the same time. Sorceresses are going to be the main primary target here, as their slows are very annoying to deal with, especially without that many Spirit Walkers in the field. Nice Thunderclap coming in from the Mannequin, who is level 3, so those Thunderclaps are going to hurt quite a bit. As the second Grunt is going to full very soon. Oh, never mind. We are going to have the Thunderclap just going to take out the Grunt and Spirit Walker. The Blade Master is going to take out a lot of those casters for very much uncontested, honestly, as we are going to have TV Scroll being channeled there by the Archmage. So, both sides suffering pretty heavy losses, to be honest. Blademaster went for a lot of spellcasters without any contesting. Meanwhile, the Mountain King just was able to go absolutely crazy. We are going to have a Coda Beast getting caught out here. I'm not sure if he's going to get killed, as the Blademaster is going to try and change things up a bit, forcing the Mountain King to divert his attentions elsewhere. Another Priest is going to go down, another Rifleman is going to go down in exchange for a Raider, and the Ensnare Traps just going to prove pretty useful for FoCuS, but it seems like being in home turf against TH, very nice cancel on that Stormbolt there with the invuln. FoCuS was super attentive on that, which is always nice to see. It's just that I'm not sure if FoCuS should be sticking around. The Blademaster is half health and no more invulns available. We do have a Scroll of Healing just in case, as those militia do turn into peasants, and now their presence might seem a little detrimental. Coda Beast number 2 pops out here with an empty belly, so he could go for an easy devour here, but he's not actually gonna, just quite yet. Peasants are going to fall, Grunt is gonna fall in exchange for that, as more elementals are gonna get summoned and destroyed. Another ensnare onto the sorceress there. Thunderclap is going to provide no damage onto that Blademaster, as he did invuln right before, but he is going to go after those Coda Beasts instead, saving that one Rifleman. Oh, never mind, he's just going to get instantly eaten up, as FoCuS is going to have to retreat here. His Blademaster is below 100 health, is going to start channeling that TP scroll, only a little too late, as that one Raider is going to get Stormbolt to death. So, yeah, Blademaster, 1 XP point away from level 4, as FoCuS is going to drop to 44 supply. He was able to manage to expand in the bottom right, and for quite some time it seems, able to mine about 700 gold. Meanwhile, expansion on the bottom left here is just started, so FoCuS does have the slight lead in terms of econ, but that will be changed very soon. Mountain King picks up the Crystal Bull, which most of the time people just use once or twice and then sells it, but in this case, since we are facing the Blademaster here, I imagine the Crystal Bull would be kept just as a alternative to buying dusts.
We're under attack.
There we go with the Crystal Bull, spotting the Shadow Hunter, hitting level 4, and yeah, that Blademaster is really scary. 3 gloves, 1 claw, and 1 circlet. Very fast auto attack speed. But that, yeah, it just depends on how many slows get cast from TH, which might prove a little difficult. He only has 2 sorceresses, so like one disenchant should like completely negate the slows, so we'll have to see how well that few sorceresses are gonna do. Blademaster going straight after one of those priests there after windwalking. Nice crit to finish the job, as we are gonna have Thunderclaps trying to mitigate the DPS of the orc units there, but the Blademaster is going to be just such a monster right now. Now his attention's going to go after the Rifleman, as the Raiders are going to fall for FoCuS. Mountain King is going to hit that level 4 with the level 2 Stormbolt, finishing off another Raider once again. Blademaster is going to get slowed. Disenchant's not going to actually hit him, so he won't be able to maintain chase. But yeah, Blademaster, who was just a smidget away from level 4, is now halfway to level 5. Arcane Vault is going to get placed down. We do have Magic Sentry researched for those towers to spot the Blademaster, so it's going to be very difficult to find an opportunity to go after any of these gold lines here. And there we go. Attacking right away as soon as the magic sentry towers spot him. And yeah, the Blademaster gonna have a very difficult time. No towers at the main base, but with this walling, it's gonna be nigh impossible sneaking in here, so yeah, not the best places for FoCuS to be, and obviously there is no Goblin Lab, so there's no way to go for Zeppelins. So FoCuS, he needs to commit to a siege, or he needs to take out this army, which seems pretty plentiful. 59 for FoCuS, 61 for TH. Not that many great raiders for FoCuS, which is a bit troubling. We do have a decent number of Spirit Walkers as well as Grunts.
Work complete.
Blademaster getting spotted once again. Slow is going to get cast onto him. Elemental gonna go straight after the gold line, which is not actually defended, so that might be a bit of a problem for FoCuS. I believe these sorceresses get caught out here as, due to a bad rally point, might even have the rifleman getting caught out as well. Nice thunderclap affecting most of those units here, as the Mannequin has plenty of mana pots in his inventory, so he can just spam those abilities here. Blademaster not really getting a good position to go after those sorceresses, but the Sorks are now out of mana, so I don't think they're going to be that big of a deal to go after. The Priests, on the other hand, definitely a juicy target to go straight after, as an ensnare is going to entrap one of them. Mountain King gonna go for another thunderclap here. He does have one mana pot in his inventory left to use. The Rifleman +2 attack upgrades. That is going to be rather devastating to face against, as we do have another ensnare coming down on the sorceresses. Mountain King does drop down to half health, as does the Blademaster, but he does have the invuln as well as the Ring of Regen. Rifleman getting out of position here, most likely due to that bad rally point, and he's just gonna die for free. Priest, is he gonna go right into the enemy's jaws? No, he's gonna be diverted away, as we do have yet again another engagement. TH is 56 versus FoCuS is 60. But once again, Thunderclap's going straight at it. Stormbolt to finish off the one Kodo Beast there. As the Archmage does hit level 5, the Blademaster is going to hit level 5 as well, as the Mannequin going to drink that mana pot and go for another Thunderclap. Hex onto the Mannequin there, and he's going to get finished off. Very nicely done. I haven't seen that many Hexes this game, so it's always nice to see it being utilized there. Shadowhunter's actually nearing level 6 himself, which is probably meaningless. We're not going to see Big Bad Voodoo coming out because it easily gets interrupted by a Stormbolt, so most likely going to have that level 3 either Healing Wave or Hex. Both sides suffering heavy losses. Rifleman going to get taken out by the heroes. Meanwhile, the Raiders are chasing after the Spellcasters here. But all in all, both sides suffering equal losses. Although I think FoCuS has lost quite a bit more. As you can see here, FoCuS has so many units still up and running. Meanwhile, FoCuS is transitioning most of his units to the front lines once again. Oh wow, Archmage, he did just hit level 5, but somehow he just hit level 6 as well. The Shadowhunter also hit level 6, as the Blademaster is halfway to level 6 himself. Blade Wind walking right after that. Archmage is now the main target. He does have the TP scroll, but thanks to the Hex, that is going to be unusable. Blademaster just 1 kill, 2 kills, or now 1 kill away from level 6 here. and that will be Blade Storm unlocked. Unfortunately, he is out of mana, so he's unable to use it. But yeah, this is not looking good for TH. If this fight ever resets, things not gonna look good for him, as the Blade Master should have mana pots to go up to 200 mana here. Mountain King is gonna pop out. Crystal Ball is going to reveal the Blade Master in his invisible state and is gonna get taken out thanks to that Stormbolt. Shadowhunter, I believe, was not able to Healing Wave up his companion, as it seems like FoCuS is gonna be forced to retreat here, as there's just way too many opposition coming in from TH. Mountain King might go for a long distance Stormbolt onto the Spirit Walker, never mind. He gets interrupted by the Raider's Ensnare. It seems like Blade Master is going to get revived through the Tavern, as the Archmage should be revived through the Altar, which is going to take a while since he is level 6.
We're under attack.
Ooh, a long Stormbolt is going to finish off that Spirit Walker. Almost call it a Spirit Breaker. This is not Dota.
Ready to ride.
Crystal Ball gonna spot the Shadowhunter here. Where is the Blade Master? There he is. Is trying to Clarity Potion it up, but is gonna expend the last bit of mana he has on a Windwalk. Not gonna spot too much, as the main army is over here instead. Seems like the Archmage got revived through the Tavern, as TH was just a little bit impatient. Tower is going to get taken out very soon. Thunderclap from the Mountain King. He is halfway to level 6 himself, which might be a bit of a disaster to deal with if you're FoCuS. Blade Master is still out of Blade Storm mana. Shadowhunter does have the mana pot if he wants to give it over to the Blade Master. I'm just hoping at this point to see one ultimate ability. We did see a Mass Teleport, but that is just such a low impact ultimate. But yeah, the Thunderclap's just so devastating on FoCuS's end. I'm most likely assuming that is a level 3 Thunderclap rather than having a level 3 Stormbolt. Mass Teleport is going to get cancelled thanks to the Hex from the Shadowhunter, as priests are going to fall left and right there. We are now out of priests for TH.
Our gold mine has collapsed.
As the gold mines on FoCuS's side is going to collapse, TH is going to have his gold mine for about another minute, I would assume. But, yeah. A bit problematic, I think, for FoCuS. He hasn't really been using Blade Storms all that much, and yeah. Hopefully I didn't miss a Blade Storm. I don't think I did. But yeah, like I said, even though the Blade Storm is pretty scary to deal with, Mountain King with Avatar form is just even scarier, I would imagine. I don't think the Blade Master can hold 1v1s versus the Avatar. Manpot is in the Blade Master's inventory, so he can go for Blade Storms if he wants it. He is, of course, spell immune during Blade Storm, so he can't actually get interrupted by Stormbolts. Arcane Tower is going to get replaced, and this might be a pretty good time to go for a Blade Storm. Never mind. Oh, there we go. Never mind. Again, as the Blade Storm is going to go full channel. TB Scroll going to get channeled by the Archmage there.
We're under attack.
Not as devastating as the Blade Storm as I would imagine. Was able to take down 1 or 2 units, but yeah, that's about it. The TP was able to escape the Blade Storm's devastation, and of course the positioning on the Blade Storm wasn't that ideal either. Honestly, I would have imagined the Blade Master would have walked right into the clump of ranged units and then Blade Storm, but I think he Blade Stormed a little too early, which is a bit unfortunate. But either way, Coda Beast getting focus fired here. I believe the Stormbolt's gonna come soon, as another Thunderclap is going to deal another good amount of AoE damage. Healing Wave's trying to heal up the Kodo Beast, but with focus firing, his days are numbered. I say his days are numbered, but he is living with 2 HP, which is so surprising to see. Another Thunderclap is going to come down from the Mountain King. He does have one more mana pot available, as we are pretty evened up in supply. Kodo Beast finally does drop, but there's just way too many human units to deal with. Army supplies are evened up, but the Mountain King did hit that level 6, and I don't know how the Blade Master is going to deal with an Avatar, but it seems like the Mountain King is just going to commit his mana to those spell casts instead. Blade Master is going for those spellcasters, but yeah, what can he do by himself? It seems like FoCuS agrees as well, and that is just gonna be game. So, oh wow, I completely forgot about the overlay. Oh well, slight mistake on my part, but hopefully that's not gonna affect it too much. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys again next time.